Here's a look at the ES, which is the E-mini S&P for Wednesday, August the 24th, 2011. And what we like to do at E-mini Day Trader is examine the market's condition through these market profiles. So this is today's market profile and its corresponding volume profile. This is what occurred yesterday. So the one in the middle here is what occurred overnight. Now, going into the overnight session, I had said on yesterday's video that we were looking from anywhere from around 49 up into about here as potential support. Well, you can see overnight the market did dip below it. It did get down to 42.50, but then had a pretty good rally and then came up to our resistance area of 61, which was hit almost to the tick yesterday, and today hit 61.75 in the overnight. So our support and resistance worked pretty well overnight, and then we had an open in here just above our support at 53. It dipped, basically hit it on the dot. As a matter of fact, I think the low today was let's see, what was it? It was actually 53.50. Yeah, so it just came within 2 ticks of it, and then had a good rally up here. Didn't quite reach our 81 level, but did get up to I think it was 76, 75. So good move. So we're looking now and switching the 61 into more support. 61 to 63 is support. We'll use today's high as the immediate target up there because the market backed off a little bit after the close, or into the close. Not a lot. We're still looking at a possible test of 81, and then 86 above, and then support would be around 61, 63, and then below around 55. So we think the market is still leaning up. However, we're not going to be convinced that we're in an intraday up auction until it can hold a little bit higher, so not quite there at this time. We also use the market profiles from the regular trading hours only, and that's what you're looking at here in our analysis. Here's our software with our trades today. It's a relatively quiet day. You can see we had 2 long trades triggered here. In both cases, you can see the blue dashed arrow right here, which is our exact entry price. You see the market came in here, filled it, dipped a little bit, and then came up here, hitting our first and second objective. So that worked out nicely. The second trade here, so that was the first one. Now the second trade here, because we were back up above 53, we did not have our filter with us on this trade, so a lot of our traders would not have taken this trade. Some of the more aggressive ones would have. It was a beautiful entry right here at 63, and then the market had a nice bounce up to almost 68. So we're not actually going to classify that as one of our trades because of the filter. However, we did know that the market was trading above known support and had been rejected from that known support. So in that case, it had certainly more leaning, certainly more in its favor to go ahead and take the trade than not take it. But from a strict 2 out of 3 scenario, it did not qualify. So would not have taken the trade. You can see this last trade as it turned, well, it was the third one today. You can see the red arrow down there and then this dashed line. It didn't get hit until much later in the day, and by that time, once again, we did not have our filter going with us. The filter did turn green a little bit after that, so once again it was similar in the sense to this trade over here, that we were in the neutral filter. However, by this time, we knew that the 53 to 49 was support. The market was at 53.50, and it tested it down here, about midday or so, and then rallied from that point. So obviously, we were still more in the bullish mode than the bearish mode, and obviously would not take that trade either. The only other trade that we had was very late in the session. It was just prior to the cash closing, just like a minute or 2 before it. And we just don't take trades that are that late. It did have a nice little bounce to it, though. I think it bounced about it was about 1.5 points. So not a real active day today. and we're looking for those levels of support and resistance, as I was mentioning, still leaning up on it. Now, tomorrow we do have the jobless claims. However, it seems like the market might be anticipating more news to be released on Friday. On Friday, we do have the GDP and the consumer sentiment, but we also have Bernanke, chairman of the Fed, will also be speaking from his conference in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. So I guess that's kind of on the agenda here too, because he could say something that could certainly affect the market. So we'll have to keep watching in that regard. So at any rate, that's really it for today. Any questions or comments, just get a hold of us at info@eminidaytrader.com. Thanks, and we'll see you again tomorrow.